Chickadee chick 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 chick. Chicka chicka microphone. We're gonna give it like 6, 7, no, just kidding. 3 minutes.
Good evening. Good evening. Could I get you all to start taking your seats, please? We're about to get started in 30 seconds. Please take your seats. I see you in the back, Adrian. Roland, I see you towards the front. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. If you did not know, we have paperless programs. So I hope you all got a QR code so you can read some more about all of our nominees this evening. And if you didn't, please grab one on your way out. And thank you. When that portion of the program comes, we're going to go in order of the program and as shown up here. So good evening once again. Thank you all for coming. My name is Susan Hardy. I am the SEL PTA Council President. And just from the bottom of my heart, it means so much to see so many people here. Founders Day is about reflection, celebration, and community. And your presence here speaks to the heart of what PTA is all about. Tonight, we celebrate the PTA founders, Alice McClellan Burney, Phoebe Apperson Hurst, and Selena Sloan Butler. It was on this very day, 129 years ago, that PTA was founded. Tonight, we also celebrate the newest PTA Lifetime Achievement Award honorees. These people help keep the PTA mission alive and well. And tonight, we celebrate all the leaders between today and 129 years ago who built the foundation we now stand on. That shared purpose across generations is what makes PTA so powerful. This is my first year serving as PTA Council President. It is truly an honor to stand before you. So tonight, the theme is, I belong, you belong, we belong. And I want to start with a story. So one of the many things I do is the curator of the Historical Society. And not long ago, we were given several boxes from the county library. And inside one of those boxes was a scrapbook filled with old newspaper clippings. And as I was flipping through the pages, I came across a headline from 1935. It read, PTA helps library fund. Now, if you know me, you know that PTA and libraries are two of my favorite things. So the article goes on to say, the South Euclid PTA will sponsor a card party at Victory Park School for the benefit of the library. The library is giving out about 7,000 books monthly and would be a great loss if closed. The Village, the Civic Club, the Legion, and the South Euclid PTA are working hard to keep it open, and they now ask everyone to join in to save the library. And then at the end of the article, it says, do your bit now, attend this party. Because doesn't that sound like us? Advocacy, community engagement, and a party. So 90 years later, here we are, still advocating, still engaging our community, and yes, still throwing a party. So this year, SEL PTA was recognized as a hometown hero by One South Euclid for our continuous work in advocacy and community engagement. That recognition is not about one person, it is about all of you, the volunteers, the leaders, the partners, the parents who continue to show up. So why do we do this? Why do we plan events, attend meetings, write letters, organize programs, and give our time? Sometimes when we feel like we don't have any time to give it all. We do it for the betterment of our children. PTA's mission is to make every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. Not just our own children, all children. That mission has remained steady since PTA was founded in 1897. And when I read that headline from 1935, I realized something. The names change, the challenges change, the headlines change, but the heart of the work stays the same. When something matters for children, PTA steps up. In 1935, it was a library. Today, it is mental health resources, family engagement, safety initiatives, and school funding. Yes, I see you out there, School Levy Committee. But the spirit is unchanged. It is ordinary people deciding to do something extraordinary together. And that is what makes Founders Day so meaningful. As I stand here in my first year as council president, looking out at this room filled with people who care deeply about children and community, I feel something very simple and very certain. In the mission, in this work, and in this legacy of advocacy, engagement, and yes, a party, I know that I belong. Thank you.
Ain't no party like a PTA party, because a PTA party doesn't have booze, but we do have snacks, so it's gonna be fun. All right, I am wanting to take this thing off, but I'm just gonna stand on my tiptoes. I am Jen Snook, representative of the council, Adrian Greenview, and you might remember me from such events as Field Day at Adrian 2023. Picking up from aftercare right at school. Field Day Adrian 2024. Running across the streets during the rally for the levy, which we passed, so obviously I did a great job. Unicorn. So I'm here to tell you why you guys all belong and hopefully inspire you. I'm just going to throw out a couple reasons, and if any of them resonate with you, then you could just take that with you tonight. You are here tonight, and you belong because you're a member of the PTA. You were forced here by your spouse because they're a member of the PTA. You were forced here by the presidents of your PTA. You are a teacher, an admin, a staff, or were forced by any of those people to come here. You heard there's going to be snacks, because there is when we're done. You're the only one with the car and have the keys. Your kid is across the hall, and this looked and sounded like people were having fun, so you stopped in. Or you could be like me and think Founders Day is the best part of the year and the best part of the PTA. Or you love and support the honorees who are going to be presented tonight and their missions. So here's a couple thoughts. You're here in the district because you live in South Euclid or Lyndhurst. You live here, you laugh here, you love here, you live, laugh, and love here. You believe in this school with your whole heart. You may have went to this school and all of these schools. You love the Excel Tech programs. You love the art programs. You love the theater. You love the diversity. You maybe met someone who works in this district, perhaps one of the people here tonight who are being honored, who made a difference in your life, who truly believes in you and believes in your child, and perhaps they could communicate with you in ways that you could understand and they could understand. And some of you are here and you belong in this district because you truly believe that our children deserve the best, and South Euclid Lyndhurst is going to give that to you. And then I think that the world is kind of dark right now. And everybody needs a reminder of why you belong and why you belong on this planet. So I know full well how that feels, to feel dark and to feel lost and to feel like you don't belong at all. But I'm here to tell you that you belong because you're brave, you're strong, you're smart, you're kind, you have a voice, and when it's dark, you can be the light. You are hope for others. Someone, somewhere, and probably lots of someones love you and care for you. You offer unique perspectives. You are important, and you belong. So, that all being said, I would like to bring up a representative from each of the units. And we are going to stand in front of our amazing flags that everybody made. Last year we did letter cutouts. This year I forced them to make banners. And we're going to have everybody come up, and they're going to say a little something and tell you why we belong. So thanks, I'm Jen. We're going to start with Adrian.
I'm Shauna Rogers. Nice to meet you all. I'm going to read my script. My name, Shauna Rogers. I represent Adrian Elementary. We belong because we will congregate anywhere for free popsicles. Will all the past Lifetime Achievement Award honorees from Adrian or Loudon please stand so we can celebrate you? Uh-huh.
Hi everyone, my name is Mariah Watts. I am from Roland Elementary Schools, PTA. And we belong because not only do we have the world's tiniest flags, we also educate the district's tiniest people. Will all the past Lifetime Achievement honorees for Roland please stand up so we can celebrate you?
Hi, my name is Sade Webb, and I represent Sunview PTA. We belong because Sunview is where every child is known and kindness leads the way. Will all past Lifetime Achievement Award honorees from Sunview or Ridgeberry please stand and we can celebrate you?
Hi, everyone. I am Vernell Ivy. I represent Greenview. Yay! Upper Elementary PTA. We belong because we meet you where you are. Will all past Lifetime Award honorees from Greenview, or any of its other names in the past, please stand up so we can celebrate you.
Hi, I'm Tashani, and I represent Memorial Junior High PTA. We belong because we are committed to showing up for our youth and for each other. Will all the past Lifetime Achievement Award honorees from Memorial or Southland please stand so we can celebrate you?
My name is Kristen Marsh, and I represent Brush High School PTSA. We belong because we support every child's success. Will all the past Lifetime Achievement Award honorees from Brush, PTA Council, or National PTA please stand so we can celebrate you?
All right, everybody all together that has won in the past, please stand up just so we can see what it looks like in all of its glory here. Awesome, congratulations, thank you. Thank you. So as we start transitioning here, we'll have Adrian come up. We'll go through and we'll present to the staff member and then the community member in each of the schools. Thank you, ladies. Ta-da! I meant to make mention before we started in my speech, but since I didn't really write a full speech like I have in the past, I wanted to recognize Reverend Jesse Jackson for in his passing today. And Vernell reminded me because he was a huge proponent of meeting people where they're at. And he's a lot of the reason why we all, looking the way we are, can be here together today. So I wanted to make a good recognition of him. All right, let's bring up Adrian.
Hello, my name is Jessica May, and I am here to honor Hetty Laverdiere along with Kate Little and Christy Santorelli. Kate and I both were teachers with Hetty, and Christy was as well before she moved to first grade. Hetty was an incredibly kind and generous colleague, friend, and mentor whose impact continues to be felt by all who knew her. She gave freely of her time, her wisdom, and her encouragement, always ready to step in and help others in any way that she could. Even while facing treatment, she came to school with strength, grace, and a positive outlook that inspired everyone around her. She gave her heart to her students and to us each and every day. She truly embodied the human spirit. On a more personal level, Hetty helped me grow as a person and helped me re-energize my love and excitement for teaching. She, through her thoughtful and purposeful, positive actions, modeled why our work matters each and every single day. Her compassion, resilience, inspiration, mentorship, and unwavering support left a lasting mark on our school community and countless people. It is fitting that she is honored today as her legacy lives on in the lives that she has touched. I'm now going to share something that her son, Jacob, wrote. The Tent and the Mittens. If you knew Hetty Laverdiere, you heard her before you saw her. That roaring, goofy laugh, her flair came down the hallway first. And we all say that we still hear her in our kindergarten hallway. To friends and colleagues, she was Hetty. To hundreds of students whose lives she touched, she was simply Mrs. L. Mrs. Laverdiere taught kindergarten and learning resources. That means she met children at the very beginning of their journey. And she met them again when the path got hard. And she didn't know how to do just enough. She refused to let the four walls of her classroom be a limit. She wanted her students to touch the natural world. So she hatched chicks in an incubator and raised monarch butterflies so they could watch the cycle of life unfold. I might be willing to take on the chicks this year. Mrs. Little did it last year, so it's possible. She set up a camping tent right in the corner of her room so kids who hadn't traveled far could imagine a world bigger than the neighborhood. She poured that same energy into the spirit of the room. If you walked past her door, you'd hear music and singing because she knew joy was the best way to learn. She was a woman of intense creative focus. She would stay up late, building lesson plans or designing her own website, often falling asleep with the laptop still open. She cared too much to do the minimum. For the teachers in the room, Hetty was the standard for us. She had been here for years, but she never lost her spark. She was a friend on day one. She found me on Facebook when I got hired before I'd ever met her and invited me to lunch. That's just who she was. She didn't just show us how to do the job. She showed us how to do it with grace. She made this school feel like family. Her care went beyond the school walls. When the cold set in, Mrs. Laverdiere was always ready. She kept a stash of spare mittens and hats. She didn't just hand them out. She slid them on to freezing hands and zipped their coats with the same care she gave her 3 children who are here with us tonight. She understood that a child cannot learn if they don't feel safe. She understood our families too. She knew that parenting doesn't always look the same in every home. She saw the grandparents, aunts, and uncles stepping up. She saw the single parents working double shifts. She saw the fierce, desperate love that drives you to get your child to school, no matter what is happening at home. She didn't judge the struggle, she honored the sacrifice. She didn't play hero, she played teammate. Same side, same fight. And she didn't just fight for us. Hetty fought a battle for her own life for 7 years. It was a fight that should have been impossible. But Hetty possessed a will that refused to bend. She stared down the timeline she was given and said, "Not yet." She fought with a ferocious, stubborn determination because she simply wasn't done loving the people here. And when she finally laid down that shield, she did it with the same dignity and grace that she carried every single day. She brought her best to the very end, her laugh, her energy, her stubborn joy. So here is the lesson she leaves us. She taught us that the extra step, the tent, the butterflies, the mittens, isn't really extra. It is the most important part of the job. Tonight's theme is We Belong. Hetty showed us how to make that real. If you see a shivering hand, cover it. If you see a chance to make a memory, don't wait. Just build the tent.
A special thank you to Ms. Azel's family who could be here tonight. We really appreciate it. And
Hetty's family has joined us tonight, so they're in the back there.
Shauna, I'm sorry that you have to wrap now, but
Hello, me again. Okay, I don't know how to do that. Okay. All right, again, Shauna Rogers. I am the representative who is honoring Phyllis Whelan tonight, who, if you don't know her by name, you definitely know her when she either gives you the okay to move forward or frantically is telling you to stop at the lights in the mornings at Adrian. For the last year, a little over a year now, it has been my pleasure not only to get to know Phyllis, but also work with Phyllis. And as a crossing guard, it is a very unique position because the kids know you, they recognize you, they wave to you, they say hello to you. I have a friend that fondly looks back at the crossing guards that he grew up with that he refers to as the lollipop ladies. And when I found out that Phyllis was giving away Pez for Easter, she is now the Pez lady, not the lollipop lady. How do you follow that? You can't follow that. She is a consistent presence in our community. If y'all get a chance, take a look at the program. Her bio is beautiful. She has been involved with the South Euclid community for a very long time. And even though she does not live in South Euclid, she still continues to give back to the community. And, you know, home is where the heart is. And she has a piece of her heart in South Euclid and always will. Sorry. I really wanted to highlight her personality because that is really what makes her so unique. She is small in stature, but really big in personality, in the best ways. She's incredibly kind. She's incredibly supportive. She is thoughtful. She anticipates her kids that are going to be coming. She notices when they don't. She'll give heads up if there's something special going on and somebody needs to cover. If we know, to make sure that all of her kids are able to get to where they need to be safely. She's consistent. She is reliable. And her positivity is infectious. And for all of those reasons, we wanted to thank her for her consistency and her kindness and her care for the community. And I'm going to end with a parody of a really sweet pop culture ballad. I'm going to recite it as a poem because I am not a singer. We don't need to make that happen. Oh. And try I have. Multimedia, sorry about this. Okay. So Phyllis, this is for you. All right, stop. We collaborated, now listen. Phyllis Whelan deserves your attention. So sweet, you want to hug her so tightly. Kindness shows both daily and nightly. Is that car gonna stop? Sorry. Yo, I don't know. Stick out my sign so they know. Single file line we all cross like a choo-choo. Ew, watch your step. There's a pile of doo-doo. Watch out. There's ice, ice babies. Slippery ice, ice babies. That drawing's nice, nice baby. Look both ways, twice, twice, babies. So, fellas, thank you for everything you do. Come on up. Everybody watch your step. There's no railing. Consistency with a torn meniscus, people. All right. This is a thank you. And we have a very special stop sign for you. A little bit of flair, just like Phyllis.
Way bigger than mine.
And it's
Maybe
a slow.
Maybe this will work better than the smaller one I have.
Yeah. Can't miss it, right?
Thank you, everybody. I love. Just so you know, I'm a grandma, a great grandma, a mother of many, and I just want people to know I've had a very personally rough year. And this job has meant the world to me. I love the kids. I just treasure them. They just bring me so much joy. And they've made my life much more bearable in many ways than it could have been. I'm so thrilled to have this award, but please know that it goes both ways. These little ones you're all raising are just awesome. They are just joyful, like we talked about, and beautiful inside and outside. Thank you, too, for being the parents and the teachers.
You did a great job. And that's beautiful. All right, we're going to bring up Roland. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And as soon as you're done, you can bring up your honoree, and you're welcome to say something, or you're welcome to not.
I'm going to have you hold that for 1 second.
Okay. A lightsaber, y'all. I love what's happening here. I don't know if anybody else is noticing. I got you.
You can just leave it there for
Okay.
a second.
Oh, we got helpers.
Daniel, my besties. I think I got it now. I think I got it all, yeah.
That deserves a round of applause before she even starts.
Thank you. Okay. Hi. Unfortunately, the podium now blocks all my attire. Oh, no. I'm good. I'm good. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jennifer DiFrancesco. I'm here on behalf of Roland. Thank you. It is such an honor to stand up here and celebrate someone who truly deserves this recognition, Roland's very own Miss Michaela Mann. When we talk about dedication, heart, and impact, we're talking about Michaela. She's a fabulous PE teacher who brings energy, enthusiasm, organization. I mean, you should see her office. And encouragement to every single class from kindergarten through grade 3. But her influence doesn't stop at gym doors. She's our recess organizer extraordinaire, making sure students not only play, but learn kindness, teamwork, sportsmanship, all while finding joy and having fun along the way. She coordinates safe zone play. She holds kids accountable during the most unstructured parts of their day. Michaela truly exemplifies Roland's R factor: respect, responsibility, and relationships. She's a positive, proactive, and always student-centered. She's the person who will pitch in whenever and wherever there's a need, whether it's supporting a fellow teacher when she needs to use the bathroom, blowing up balloons for Sylvia, helping Jean in the office, or calmly responding to a student who's having a medical emergency. Michaela steps up without hesitation, usually a light jog because, you know, walking simply isn't in her PE teacher DNA. Michaela goes above and beyond for her students in both big and small ways, from initiating a K-3 shoe tying intervention, because no skill is too small if it builds confidence and independence, to making sure every child has a pair of sneakers so they can fully participate in PE day, to watching the kids go back and forth across the gym as they complete their pacer test. Michaela's patient, kind, inventive, and an ultimate team player. Okay. In addition to teaching, she organizes recess zones, she provides behavioral support, and she somehow runs the car line with an oversized umbrella, a walkie-talkie, a light stick, a parka or a raincoat, and a whistle. Of course, she does it all with ease and a smile. Honestly, if there were an Olympic event for moving the car line with efficiency, safety, and speed, she would bring home the gold medal. I am still not entirely sure how she manages the loo, the traffic cones, the kickballs, the scooters, the jump ropes, and the 400 tiny humans, all before 3 o'clock p.m. And let's not forget that she then trots off to coach soccer and flag football at Greenview and Memorial. She truly does it all, and she does it with a heart. And as her very proud mentor, that's me, I feel it's my professional responsibility to say that clearly she learned everything she knows from me. with just a little help from the incredible kids and staff at Roland. Roland has taught her the fine art of answering 3 questions at one time while smiling, how to redirect a first grader mid-meltdown using nothing but a calm voice and eye contact, and how to, and the highly specialized skill of spotting a second grader doing the bathroom dance from across the room. Roland has shown Michaela how to balance structure with heart, how to hold high expectations while building strong relationships, and how to always put kids first, even on the busiest of days. And while she's given so much to Roland, Roland has shaped her right back. That's the beauty of our land. We grow our students and we grow each other. Of course, she didn't just learn these lessons, she perfected them. She took what she learned, added her own spark, and now she's out here making her mentor look really good. I may have shown her the ropes, but the truth is, Michaela took the ropes, climbed higher, and tied them into a perfect double knot for an entire generation of Roland students. Roland is better because of her, our students are stronger because of her, and tonight we celebrate her accomplishments and the incredible difference she makes every single day. Congratulations, KK. This honor is so very well deserved. With love, your fellow farmers, Jen and Christy, who couldn't be here tonight because she was busy tending her crops and feeding her animals. This way. Keep coming. Stop. A little more. And then, hold on. Oh. Perfect. You want it?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Thank you to Roland for giving me this opportunity. It is truly greatly appreciated. Shout out to my mom in the back for my Christmas present, which was my glow sticks that I shared with my friends for the car line. They were quite a hit. I feel like I found my belonging, since that's the theme of tonight. I switched from a crazy medical field, switched over to teaching, and have met tremendous people along the way. Our land is definitely home for me, and I am blessed to be there and blessed to have support from Miss Marshall and my friends like Jen and Morelli. So thank you for this award tonight. Took my loot. You really took the loot. Yeah. This is expensive. I didn't know. I didn't take all my stuff.
I'd like you all to know that Miss Marshall just said, get your loot, we can't afford to get any new stuff. I'm going to put the microphone back in here. I have just learned that it snaps in and out, so if you guys want to take it out, that's how it works. Can we get Sunview? Just kidding. Make sure you're paying attention. Looks like you guys read the program.
Whew, I had to get my workout. I'm missing my workout, so my niece gave me one today. All right. Thank you. So I just want to let you know I don't have any of the extras that everybody came up with, because I seen my brother yesterday, and he said, do you want to introduce me tomorrow for something? I'm like, what is it? What is this? He's like, I'm getting honored for something, blase skip. And I'm like, all right, I'll drive home and come back over here to do the work for you. But here it goes. So just for, I've known Juan for a long time, for almost 30 years. Almost 30 years, and over that time, it would probably be an insult for me to just call him my friend. He is my brother. He helped raise my kids. I helped raise his, my nieces. Let me take this off. I'm gotta get used to these glasses, y'all. I've watched him in those 30 years advocate for every community he's been in. From starting off at the Salvation Army on 59th and Huff, mentoring kids, running programs, being in there daily, like it was almost where he lived. It was from sun up to sundown, always there. And then moving here and being a part of the community in every way. The word that I can go by for him, and the only word I can think of, is just selfless. He's truly selfless. Like I said, being a mentor, advocating for communities, volunteering whenever he can, everywhere, from soup kitchens to clothes and sock drives and homeless shelters, and not only doing it for himself, but showing his nieces, his nephews, his daughters that this is the way of the world to help other people, and giving them a great balance in that. He's also a politician, no wonder. You don't like to say it, but I've watched him help communities register to vote. Just about every election, and going into communities that are never voting, that's got low vote outcomes. He's in there registering, and he's on the streets. He even had me out there a few times, not knowing what I'm doing, dragging me along, running for other people's campaigns, helping people get elected in different offices in different spaces, and all in the background. It's not for show. It's not for him. It's truly genuine love and selflessness. He's also a personal Uber. Very much so a personal Uber, driving from here to there, doing everything for the kids anytime. I'm like, what, how do you don't have a job. We make a joke with him, and we call him Tommy. Like, he does have a job. He actually sells insurance, but you wouldn't know that because he is always doing something for somebody else. So he don't have a job. His job is to do for others. Just last week, he was in Columbus, and he was like, man, I got to come to Brush. I said, don't you got to be in Columbus for the weekend? He's like, yeah, but Lily got to come up here, and she got an audition, so I'm going to drive up here tonight to Brush and go to this audition and then drive back to Columbus because I don't want to wake up at 5 in the morning and drive up to Columbus to where we got to be back. So just doing stuff like that, not thinking about himself, I would have just told my daughter, girl, you're going to miss this one. Sorry. I'm sorry. I would have had to tell her that. I don't know what he is doing, but I don't know where he find the energy for it. I couldn't do it. And then he's a designated chaperone. Back when we used to play football in the streets back in the day, we would call people the artificial quarterback, which means nothing. It's just basically the person that is quarterbacking for both teams. He is the artificial or the designated Uber and the designated chaperone. He's going to the schools, going on field trips, being there for the families to protect the young ladies that's coming to stay the night or visiting his daughter and vice versa. He's doing all of those things. And I admire that of him. I think this is a great award because he adds value to every community that he's in, and it's completely genuine. And last but not least, y'all see his face, and you see that his name is Juan Goodwin. However, before today, most people would just call him Lena and DJ Lily J's dad. So, but without further ado, my brother, Juan Goodwin.
Oh, take a picture, man. All right. So I can get out your way. Let's take a picture. Although nobody came to see you, Otis. What's all this? You can go buy some Roblox with that. Who are we looking at, Miss Martin? Oh, over here. All right, so I'm gonna make this quick. You blew my cover, dude. All this stuff was supposed to be a secret. Now you telling all my business. No, this is really fun. I don't know, man. Who else gonna do it if we don't do it? But the real thing is, my kids go to the greatest school ever, right? But the touch points before they even enter the school, like Mr. Shorts, like making sure they get in, Mrs. Kenny greeting them at the door, Mr. White. Where'd she go? Oh, Miss Marshall, the greatest principal in the world. And this dude is very supportive. He always try to deflect. Like, we do all this stuff together. And, no, I appreciate it. And tell the Illuminating Company that, all right? Lena, we want to say something? Tell them thank you.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Y'all have a good night. Yeah.
Now, Sunview. Roland's tiny flag was weighing everything down, so I had to take it off.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Erica Taylor. I'm principal of Sunview Elementary, and congratulations to all the recipients this evening. If I could give this reality show starring Rebecca Kidwell a name, it would be titled The Bold, The Beautiful, The Brilliant, and The Busted. Becca is brilliant because she has managed to fly under the radar and dodge being recognized for this prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award for 24 years. As you can see from the short bio that she submitted, Becca is so humble, and she never wants to bring attention to herself. But she is a master teacher in her own right. She is passionate for teaching, and she loves on all kids, even the ones that are not in her classroom. I think my friends understand. Becca advocates for what is right, and she has poured out her heart and soul in SEL for 24 years. I am truly, truly blessed by the light that shines within her every single day. So tonight, Becca, sorry, my friend, you're busted. Please join me, crowd, in saying, Becca, you're busted, but you belong.
Well, Becca is a fabulous teacher, a fantastic colleague, and the best friend. But what she is really most famous for is being a cheerleader for her family. Of course, she comes by this honestly with her baton twirling roots. Her mom and her aunt were her coaches and teachers, and they passed the baton to her. Becca coached and twirled for many years and even busts out her fire twirling baton skills as a party trick. She will also respond to the affectionate name of Becca Baton when you call her.
Sorry. Becca Baton, that really threw me when, for communicating amongst your staff, sometimes, you do exchange personal emails, and I was like, who's this Becca Baton? And what does that mean? And I didn't work with her for years, and then I found out. She was at the back of the school one day showing her kids, throwing a baton up in the air and twirling. Anyway, in the spirit of twirling, coaching, and cheering, which she naturally brings that same energy to the classroom every single day, Becca, we could not resist the opportunity to create a special cheer just for you. Okay? And you guys can all join in at the very, very end. Do you want to scoot? We got big mouths, so we can go for it.
Who's our second grade star?
Becca is by far.
Caring, heart, and trusted too.
Every single kid, she pulls through.
Team player, yes, organizing queen.
Thoughtful gifts, the best we've seen.
She's loud for Kinsley. And she's a cheer mom pro.
Cowbells for Kane. Football hoops. Let's go.
Works very hard every day.
Brings the energy and loves in every way.
Spreads smiling cheer all year long.
Sometimes in the morning she busts out in song.
TBTs and meetings, not her fave.
But for her students, she's always brave.
So clap it out, stomp your feet.
Founders Day winner can't be beat.
Thank you, Becca. We love you. It's Founders Day. You've made it through.
B-E-C-C-A. What's that spell?
Becca! Becca!
Becca! Now that means you come up, Becca. Come on. You're busted. Go baton, Becca.
There she is.
Oh, great. I know what the next training is.
She says we need more training on cheering. You do? Does anyone have a camera, friend? I think we got it.
Thank you all very, very much. I have hidden from this for a long time, but I appreciate everybody I've worked for and worked with, and I'm very grateful. So thank you so much.
My little baton.
And next for our community, our PTA extraordinaire parent, we appreciate this next parent and friend to many.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I have the privilege of recognizing someone who truly embodies the heart of our school community, Michelle DeFranco. While many know her as a volunteer, her impact goes far beyond that while many know her as a volunteer, her impact goes far beyond that title. Michelle represents what it means to serve with compassion, humility, and dedication. As a former special ed teacher and assistant director of special ed services, Michelle brings both experience and heart to everything she does. She understands the patience, the flexibility, and care it takes to support students and educators. That background shines through here at Sunview Elementary. Whether she's helping in the classroom, supporting staff behind the scenes, or offering encouragement, she shows up with kindness and purpose, and always Dunkin' coffee. What makes Michelle's service especially meaningful is the love behind it. As a parent of 2 children who attend Sunview, she often shares how grateful she is for the teachers and staff who care for her kids each day. She sees this school as a blessing to her family. And instead of simply feeling that gratitude, she turns it into action. She gives her time, her energy, and her support in ways that truly make a difference. Michelle is dedicated and reliable, someone you can always count on. She steps in where she's needed, gives generously of herself. Most importantly, she genuinely cares. She cares about our students, their growth and confidence. She cares about supporting our staff, and she cares about building a school community where everyone feels valued and supported. Volunteers like Michelle remind us that strong schools are built by people who lead with servant hearts and a willingness to give. Michelle, your kindness, commitment, and support means so much to all of us. It also helps, when you know everybody, to start your car in the middle of the car line when your battery dies out. So thank you for everything that you bring to Sunview Elementary. Our school is better because of you. So please come on up.
Okay, so I really don't like microphones, so I'm not going to talk into that. But I just want to say thank you so much. I talk all the time about just how much I love my village, my friends who are here, family that are here. And Sunview is seriously just a family to me. The last 4 years, I've had the opportunity to work with Mrs. Taylor, Mrs. Bloom, Mrs. Bollinger, and so many others. And it just, I love working with the kids. I love working with you guys. And I can't go without saying how much we love Miss T also, because she pets our dog literally every day in the car line because it's literally family there. And I walk in every time, and we don't just say hi, we all hug. And I just love that, and I just love Sunview and the family, and thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Absolutely.
Good afternoon, everybody. For those who don't know me, my name is Catherine Ramirez, a mother of two, you know. Sorry, I get really nervous, so in case I come up with a joke, it's just my reflexes, so don't think. Well, I hope I really do this individual justice. She's been working here in our school district for such a long time, and I feel like in the previous nominees, you know, it's long overdue. I wanted to start off with explaining how I met Miss Sanson. It was in my days in Roland Elementary, where there was a meeting that was happening that all the other parents I was surrounded were talking about. And I asked, well, what meeting are you guys talking about? And they were like, were you not invited to this meeting? I'm like, no. And they were telling me that there was going to be food, and I was like, why wasn't I not invited to this meeting? There's going to be food, and they're going to be talking about things about the school. And I was like, well, I want to be a part of this meeting. And one of the parents was like, I'm going to go tell Miss Sampson. Literally texted her at 7 o'clock at night when we were having this conversation. And Miss Sampson responded right away that she should come. So as I'm giving you this speech, I'm going to take a break once in a while, and I'm going to say this in Spanish, okay? So just be a little bit patient with me. Quería empezar ¿cómo decirlo? Este discurso por cómo conocí yo a la señora Sampson. Fue en mis días que estuve aquí en Roland Elementary, donde todos los papás que estaban alrededor de mí me estaban diciendo que si me decían de esta junta. Yo le decía, pues, ¿de cuál junta? Dice, esa va a ser una junta donde va a haber comida y van a hablar de cosas de la escuela. Y dije, pues a mí nunca me invitaron a esta junta. Y yo les dije, pues si va a haber comida, pues yo también quiero ser parte de esta junta. Y uno de los papás estaba diciendo, le voy a decir a la Miss Hansen que no te invitó. Y entonces le textearon esa misma noche a las 7 de la noche y la Miss Hansen respondió, pues debería ya llegar. Now it's going back to English, everybody. Mind you, I had just come from California and I was navigating a whole new surrounding that is Ohio. When I came to this meeting at Greenview, because it was done at Greenview, so imagine knowing Roland, and all of a sudden I'm going to another school called Greenview. Yay, Greenview! There, I saw a community of people from different backgrounds whom English was not their primary language. I recognized many family members and friends present, and all they were saying was, Miss Sampson said this, or Miss Sampson might know. And that is the first time I met her. After that meeting, I came to understand who Miss Sampson was. She was a lifeline, a connection to these families and the school district. I don't stop hearing about how Miss Sampson said this, provided this resource. She helped me with my student conference. She reassured me that my kids are safe at school. No, baby, it's okay. Asking for help can be a difficult task for anyone, but Ms. Sampson has gained so much trust among these families that they don't hesitate to ask at any time of the day. Now, I know Ms. Sampson is the ELA teacher for Roland, Sunview, Adrian, and Greenview, but to many, she is so much more. And I'm going back to Spanish, everybody. Reconocen de que yo vine de California y estaba navegando este nuevo mundo que es Ohio. Cuando vine a esta junta en Greenview, era una comunidad de diferentes personas, de diferentes etnicidades y de diferentes backgrounds. Oh, sorry, my Spanglish came out. El cual el inglés no es su lenguaje primario. Pero siempre estaba escuchando todo eso diciendo, la Miss Hansen dije eso, la Miss Hansen a lo mejor debería saber. Fue la primera vez que la conocí y después de eso entendí que la Miss Sampson es una persona que le trae vida a estas familias y le trae esta conexión a la comunidad y a la escuela. La Miss Sampson no paro de escuchar cómo ella le ha aprobado un recurso que le ayudó a una conferencia a un estudiante y que aseguró que nuestros hijos siempre van a estar seguros en la escuela. Pedir ayuda no es nada fácil, pero Miss Sampson ha ganado la confianza de muchas de nuestras familias, que nadie le tiene pena en preguntarle las preguntas. Yo sé que la Miss Sampson es una maestra que les enseña a los hijos a hablar inglés en Roland, en Sunview, en Adrian y en Greenview, pero ella es mucho más que eso. Now I'm going back to English. Miss Sampson, I really just want you to know that the families are so thankful to you and all the help you provide. Thank you for being this bridge, this connection that right now is needed more than ever. These families are a part of this community, and more than anything, they just want to see their children become more, to see the opportunities life has to offer. And because of staff like you, families are able to gain access to these opportunities for a brighter future, regardless of the boundaries that exist. So thank you. Now I'm saying in Spanish before everybody claps. Señora Sampson, yo en realidad lo que quiero decirles es que estas familias están tan agradecidos por usted y por todo lo que usted ha podido proveer. Gracias por hacer esta conexión que en estos momentos más que nunca se necesita. Estas familias son parte de esta comunidad y en realidad lo único que quieren es tener y ver que sus hijos crezcan y que tengan un futuro de hacer más, de ver las oportunidades que la vida tiene para ofrecerles. Y por personas como usted, estas familias tienen esa oportunidad para poder accesar todas estas oportunidades y tener un futuro más brillante, donde aunque hay barreras entre medio, siempre puede uno prosperar. Muchas gracias. Now you all may clap. Okay.
Good evening. My name is Heather Phillips, and I have the honor of honoring Dawn Cabarro. She is our community honoree for Greenview Upper Elementary for 26. Becoming a part of PTA holds a different level of responsibility, especially when you're a full-time mom. Being a daughter, a woman of God, a wife, a mother to 3 beautiful kids, Dawn, your time is very precious. Dawn serves in all capacities when needed, and she does it with a smile. She has always made time to serve on the PTA over the last 18 years, which is a true dedication outside of her personal obligations. I've been in the school district for a while, and once I got more involved in the school district, I became a PTA member. I began to foster new relationships with other PTA moms. I became acquainted with Dawn last year when she stepped into a secretary role with PTA at Memorial, and she stepped into it with full grace. Just looking at Dawn, she just resembles attributes of a wise and virtuous woman. And this, to me, she creates balance in her life. She fosters deep, nurturing connections. She enjoys self-awareness and personal growth. She chooses adventure and purpose. She thrives in life. She balances being with doing, and she lives authentically. Dawn, on behalf of the Greenview PTA and Memorial PTA, we honor you as the community member for this year's Founders Day Award. We have a bag full of self-care gifts for you to put a smile on your face and your heart, and to show you an extension of honor, appreciation, and praise for your accomplishments, value, and kindness. I also want to give you your flowers tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I have to give a disclaimer because Vernell hates it, but she has to share me with Greenview and Memorial, and she hates that. She wants to have me all to herself. Yeah, she does not do well sharing, but I do. I appreciate it and love working with all the ladies of the PTA, both my Greenview and Memorial family. But I am leaving Greenview officially. My buddy will be going to Memorial, but I'll still have all the love for Greenview, always. It'll be my heart. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for this award. It's really sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, SEL, what's up? My name is Corey Russell, and it is really good to be back. Tonight, I have an honor, a true honor, in presenting my best friend, Jerome Jackson. So when you think about our relationship started about 30 years ago, and football was the thing that put us together. Mr. Jackson, Jerome being that large defensive end with a lot of strength, speed, and excellence, and me being the scrappy little 5'5" linebacker who had a lot to say and tell people what to do. It seems like over 30 years, not much has changed between the two of us. But when I became an administrator and started working at Greenview, I realized in my first year as Dean of Students, I said, man, I need a champion here at Greenview. I need somebody who will really make a difference in the lives of our students, somebody who has great patience and will listen and can be a link, a bonding force between students, teachers, and families. And immediately, my brother came to my mind. I called him and I had a crazy idea that I wanted to create a link, and I needed Jerome to be that link supervisor. And I brought it up to Kelly Murphy and Jen Moles and Melissa Thompson, and immediately they trusted me, and they met Jerome, and they go, yeah, that's the guy. Just like basically everybody who ever meets Jerome, they recognize that, yeah, that's the guy. I'm very proud that for over 30 years I've been able to say that Jerome is my guy. Jerome did an amazing job at Greenview, literally transforming the culture of that building. Not only did he make an impact on students, but he did yoga with our staff. He taught people how to breathe and press pause, get their minds right so they could step up and make a difference in their lives and the lives of others. Jerome was stolen from me, was taken from me, and he took his talents to Memorial. And let me tell you, immediately a culture changer. I know on the flyer for tonight's event, it says that these awards go to people who make a difference. Jerome Jackson is the epitome of a difference maker. Not only did he make a difference in SEL, but when I got the job at Euclid High School, I said, man, there's no way I could do this without my brother. So I know this is one of the most difficult decisions of his life, was leaving SEL and coming to Euclid High School, even though it was his alma mater. He had built true roots here in SEL. Well, he came with me, and I couldn't tell. The people today still talk about Jerome. And he's been gone for several years now. I've been back in SEL. But the difference that he made at Euclid High School and the foundation that he allowed me to establish is something that I will never be able to repay. And it's just, his impact was immense. Our senior class this year at Euclid High School still talks about Mr. Jackson. It's just tremendous the impact that this man makes. He connects with people through a personal level because his heart is larger than he is. His personality is extraordinarily beautiful. And not only does he connect with human beings at the soul level and at the heart level, but He's a huge fan of wrestling. He loves sports. He can talk to you about almost anything, especially yoga. He's probably the biggest man with the most flexible hips that I've ever seen. When Jerome came back to South Euclid and we had the difficult conversation of, he was leaving Mr. Russell for Mr. Capel, I knew it was the right choice. I knew it was the right decision, and I would never do anything to hold my friend back. When he came back to SEL, I think the theme for tonight is belonging. Jerome belongs here. He belongs here with these kids. He belongs here with the leadership team, with the adults. He belongs a part of this community. He has made a tremendous impact in South Euclid and Lyndhurst that sincerely is so impressive. Every single student in this district has either interacted with Mr. Jackson through the fun PBIS-related things that he has done, and now the impact that he's making on athletics. He's a flag football champion. The Cleveland Browns have recognized this guy and have allowed him to come in and do amazing things with laying the foundation and groundwork for what not only girls flag football will look like in SEL or in Northeast Ohio, but this guy has had the opportunity to make an impact on the entire state. He is a game changer, and it is my sincere honor to invite my friend, my brother, Jerome Jackson, to the stage. Jerome. So he's got bad knees now, and it's going to take him a little while to get here. But if you guys remember back in the day, WWF, there was a character named Diesel, and I was Shawn Michaels. So Jerome is like Diesel, and I'm the smack-talking Shawn Michaels. So here's Diesel. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Appreciate that. Well, thank you, Mr. Russell. I have to thank him for just being a person who really believed in me, to be able to come to administration and leadership and say, hey, I got somebody who I think would be a difference maker. I wouldn't be here without him, just in life in general. So I want to make sure I give my flowers, or give you your flowers, because I truly wouldn't be in any of these situations in my life without Corey Russell. So I want to give you a hand. So first off, I want to say I've been here since 2017. I did leave for a sabbatical, and came back when the opportunity presented itself. I consider myself a journeyman. Started out at Greenview, actually ended up getting pulled out over to Adrian, Roland, Sunview, Greenview, still trying to juggle everything. When they asked me to do that, I just remember looking at Jim Mose like, okay, how is that supposed to look? And she's like, make it your own. So I really, truly tried to set my roots in those buildings, build relationships which honestly have lasted. Some of those kids are now at Memorial, and they still remember, hey, you used to be in my class doing yoga. Yeah, I didn't have all these gray hairs either, but things change. So my goal just in life, and a lot of this comes from my family, and I want to make sure I shout my fiance, my mom, my sister, my two other siblings, my kids. My grandparents and my mom and my great-grandmother were a huge, huge impact on my life. And I'm going to tell you right now, growing up with all of those people in your household, I couldn't get away with anything. He'll tell you. He's witnessed me. He's witnessed me get in trouble. So I also am so appreciative of a lot of those lessons, because as a 40-year-old man,
I can sit here and say I haven't been in any type of trouble. All I've ever done in my life is try to emulate my grandparents, and their goal in life was just to simply help people. Same with my mom. I feel like that's what life is. And my motto, which I actually got kind of from Mr. Corey Russell over here, is what is best for kids. I've kept that at the front of my heart with all my coaching, with my jobs. I know I've carried different titles in the district, but at the end of the day, my goal has simply been to be a light in kids' lives, and also to be a light in our staff and coworkers. And I see a bunch of faces out here, and I am truly appreciative of the support. Love the building I'm in right now with Memorial, trying to help Dr. Fuller and administration and staff continue to keep doing some great things. I truly appreciate all the love and support, and I will continue to keep doing those things. And lastly but not least, I want to make sure I shout out my Lady Ark flag football players, high school and middle school. They honestly, it's the only sport that I get opportunity to coach, and it has been life-changing. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to see a lot of great things from these young ladies, but I'm truly blessed to be able to be their head coach and continue to grow the programs through this district. And I thank y'all so much. Appreciate you. I got to take a picture.
The white bag. This one?
Good evening. My name is Becky Richardson, and it is my pleasure tonight to present the PTA Achievement Award to my friend Tashani Allen. I joined Memorial PTA several years ago, and one of the first things I did before I ever set foot in a Memorial PTA meeting was to join their Facebook page. And I was immediately struck by how well organized their Facebook page was. They communicated events timely. I knew a month in advance what events were happening when, and the flyers that were created were done in such an attractive way that made them very enticing for people to want to come. Unlike the flyers that I would create for my Greenview events, because I'm not an event planner by any means, and I would say, oh, there's an event happening in 2 weeks that I'm in charge of planning, maybe I should get a flyer together for it. Not so at Memorial. So I finally started going to some PTA meetings, and I found that the woman behind the magic was Shani Allen. And the more I got to work with her, and the more I got to interact with her, I started realizing what an amazing woman Shani is. Shani is a woman that will step up to anything. She will always volunteer to step in and help out and do whatever she can to be there. She's running concessions, she's always at events, she is decorating. As all of you, I'm sure, can attest, is life can certainly throw us some curveballs. And PTA is certainly no exception to that. And Memorial PTA last year had some curveballs that were thrown at us, and Shani always stepped up and said, let's figure out how we can get through this together. And at one point during the year last year, Shani had the opportunity to step in and become president. And if anyone has any experience with becoming a president in the middle of in the mid-year of an organization, it's not easy. It's not easy to step into a leadership role of any organization at any point in time, but especially to take over in the middle of the year. And she did it with such grace and such smoothness. If you didn't know, you would have had no idea she was brand new in the position. I appreciate Tashani's spirit, her enthusiasm, Nothing ever seems to get her down. She could say, oh, hey, we've got a last-minute event that we would love for PTA to help her with. She just smiles and says, okay, how can we figure this out together? How can we pull our resources together to help support our students and our staff? When we think about what PTA embodies, advocating for all children, serving all children, building relationships with our staff, with our students, Shawnee truly is the spirit of what PTA is all about. Shawnee is so passionate about Memorial PTA that when her son moved on to Brush this year, she said, I truly want Memorial PTA to be successful, and I'm going to stay on as president at Memorial PTA to make sure we have a successful school year this year and to ensure the success and make sure that our future PTAs have a strong foundation to continue on from. So without further ado, it is my pleasure and my honor to present the PTA Lifetime Achievement Award to my friend, to Shawnee Allen.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right, so I'm not good at public speaking, nor do I like it. I'm very shy. However, I want to say thank you, Becky. That was amazing. Didn't expect that at all. The words were wonderful, so I do appreciate you. And anything I wanted to know, I asked Becky. If I didn't get it from somebody else, I'm like, I'm gonna call Becky. Becky can point me in the right direction. Becky knows it all. Becky has been in so many different positions, and I appreciate her for that. I would like to thank God. So let's start there as well. Because without him, we would not be here. My sister, sitting in the audience, she's shy as well, Sam. Sam, raise your hand. I would like to thank her and my son because they both motivate me every day. Like, keep going. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. They motivate me. To all the ladies of Memorial, whether it's past, present, I want to thank everyone that I have came in path with. You all played a wonderful role. I don't have much to say, but before I leave, I do want to shout out Memorial Junior High. I would like to shout out Dr. Fuller, because she's awesome, the best principal ever. Mr. Capretter, Mr. Atwood, everyone that has played a part for me and for my son, Miss Kennycutt, Miss Durkin, I can go on. But I appreciate you all, and thank you. And now we have Brush.
Let's see how it goes. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, perfect. My name is Guillermo Botella. I'm Spanish teacher at Memorial. I'm presenting Soledad Cruz, a Spanish teacher at Brush. Okay, I'm returning a favor. She presented me before, so that was very nice of her that she thought of me to do this. I really appreciate that. Okay. Good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to stand here tonight to present the PTA Founders Day Staff Member Lifetime Achievement Award to someone who is not only an extraordinary educator, but also a cherished colleague, mentor, and friend. Tonight, we celebrate a career that began in '95 at Memorial Junior High. Same year as Soledad graduated from the University of Akron with a BA in Spanish, a BS in Education, and certification in English as a second language. From the very beginning, it was clear that teaching was not just a profession, but a calling where meaningful relationships were formed with colleagues, parents, and students. Early on, our honoree saw the power of language learning and pushed for 8th grade students to earn high school foreign language credit. This decision reshaped the entire program, allowing students to progress all the way through the Spanish 5. It opened doors, expanded opportunities, and changed countless academic paths. That impact is still felt today. Her commitment to growth is equally inspiring. Through Fulbright Hayes fellowships in Mexico and Costa Rica, and later earning 2 master's degrees from Cleveland State University, she continuously brought cultural depth, leadership, and real-world experience back to her students. In 2003, she also started teaching ESL across the district, English as a second language, supporting students and families with care, compassion, and high expectations. Then in 2012, she returned to teaching Spanish at Brush High School, working with students from levels 1 through 5. She also created a thriving Spanish club and traveled to Costa Rica so students could experience the language and culture firsthand. Moments that the students will remember the rest of their lives. Beyond the classroom, this is someone who has been a part of this community for 30 years as an educator, a parent, and a neighbor. This reflects her deep loyalty, dedication, and love for this community. This Lifetime Achievement Award recognizes not just years of service, but lasting impact on students, families, colleagues, and the entire district. It honors a career defined by passion, leadership, generosity, and heart. Please join me in congratulating and thanking an educator who has truly made a difference. It is my great pleasure to present the PTA Founders Day Staff Member Lifetime Achievement Award to a most deserving colleague, mi amiga y colega, Soledad Cruz. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The one thing that just stands out is how fast time goes. I can't believe that I've been teaching in this district for 31 years. I've had a wonderful career, met so many wonderful parents and kids, and worked with fantastic administrators and staff. Thank you to my Memorial friends that came out tonight to support me, my teaching friends that are now retired and they get to sleep in. But it was very nice of them to come out and support me. And thank you, Mr. Botea, who's just a fantastic person to work with as well. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Crystal Shelby, and this is my husband, Dennis Shelby, and we are here to present...
Known as the first family of SEL.
Thank you. Got it. And we are here to present the Lifetime Achievement Award for Brush to Mia Eaton Goldstein. I met Mia when I was serving as the president of Memorial PTA. It was post-COVID, a time when everything felt uncertain. Our schools were rebuilding, our communities were rebuilding, even PTA was trying to find its footing again. Volunteers were harder to come by, and many of us were just trying to keep things afloat. Then Mia walked into a meeting. And if you've ever been in PTA, you know, when a new face shows up, you quietly say a prayer and hope they'll stay. And we may have pounced just a little bit on her, but Mia didn't hesitate. She didn't shy away. She stepped forward. She took on staff appreciation, and from that very first event, we knew she was different. Most people would have put out snacks and called it good, but not Mia. She didn't just provide treats, she created experiences. Every staff meeting had a theme, every detail was intentional. Every table was set with care. You could feel that it wasn't just about checking a box. It was about making the teachers and staff feel seen, valued, and loved. And she did it quietly. No spotlight, no expectation of applause, no look what I did. She just showed up again and again and gave her whole heart. When we moved up to Brush, she brought that same heart with her, and she continued to help in the staff appreciation role. But then came a moment that would have made many people step back. When PTA found itself without a president for the new school year, there was silence. It's a big responsibility, it's time-consuming, and it can feel overwhelming. But Mia stepped forward, not because it was easy, not because she had extra time, but because she cares. Since becoming president, she has led with grace, humility, and determination. She asks questions, she learns, she advocates. She works tirelessly to grow the unit, to spread the message of why PTA matters, especially at Brush High School. She doesn't just fill the role, she honors it. And what makes it even more extraordinary is that this is just one piece of who she is. She's a devoted wife, a mother of 6, and she is deeply involved in her Jewish community. She carries so many responsibilities, and yet when she commits to something, she gives it her full attention and full heart. Mia doesn't volunteer for recognition. She volunteers because she believes in our community. She believes our schools are better when parents show up. She believes appreciation should be personal, and she believes in doing things the right way, even when no one is watching. There are leaders who lead loudly, and then there are leaders who lead like Mia, who lead with love. It's truly deeply my honor to present the Founders Day Award for Brush High School to someone who embodies the very spirit of PTA, service, dedication, and heart. Congratulations, Mia.
Hard to follow such a lovely tribute, but I know I'm last, and I don't want to take a lot of your time, but there's several people I want to thank tonight. And first of all, I want to thank all of you for coming. I know it can be a long day, and to come to something after school, after hours, it's greatly appreciated. I want to thank those that chose me for this award, as well as the Shelbys for giving me such lovely tribute. And I want to congratulate my fellow nominees because it's really important, and I'm really proud of every single one of you, and you're all deserving of your award. I want to thank my husband, Stephen, my kids who are here tonight, and my kids that are far away, probably catching up on this on YouTube. It's hard to be the family of a volunteer, and I know this because I came from one. And I want to give a special shout out of love to my parents, Bob and Eileen Uten, who taught me how important it is to volunteer. And I just want to take a couple minutes to explain the Brush banner that hangs here tonight. It took a lot of people to get this done, and the first shout out goes to Jen Snook and PTA Council. Jen, you amaze me with your imagination and your dedication. And then there was a button pin all called that I put out, and it led me to Stephanie Ryan, who, if you know her as a superpower lady of South Euclid-Lyndhurst School District. To Janine Zalcha, who brought up the very bottom of that banner at a PTSA meeting that we had. And that in turn led me to, if you're familiar with Brush, you're familiar with Scott, the security guard, who also happens to be the bowling coach. And Scott put me in touch with Jill, a parent way out on the West Coast in Oregon, who has a company that made that banner for us, the bottom of the logo that hangs at the banner for us. And that wouldn't have been made, the banner wouldn't have been made possible if it wasn't for the Brush Makerspace team and the team in the media center. And finally, it leads back to my husband, who ran out to get glue sticks today to finish up that banner that's hanging there right now. I ask that when you look at this banner, I want you to think of all of those people that were involved, but I also want you to consider the athletes and coaches who helped get those kids their varsity letter, to the club advisors and the club kids on the pins, and finally, think of all of the history of Brush High School that took place under that very tower where PTA and all of you belong. Thank you.
All right, and that is it, y'all. Thank you so much for coming tonight on behalf of Susan, our council president, on behalf of all of the units. We are so honored to do this every year, and it's really, really special to me, so I'm so glad that you guys all could make it. A shout out to everybody who came, shout out to all our admin. Across the hall, we are going to have congrats and snacks, so please stop over, give a big hug to all your winners and tell them how amazing they are, because they are. And I think it's also really cool to note that today is the beginning of Lent, the Lunar New Year, and Ramadan, which is the first time in over 30 years that all three have coincided. And I don't think that that is a coincidence, because we need to unite, and I belong and you belong and we all belong. So it's very special. Don't forget, keep this in your head. See you across the hall. Hey, yeah, PTA ladies, can we get on the stage and take a picture behind our banners? Please. Thank you, everybody, so much. Happy Founders Day 2026.